Hey, babe. Are you up yet? How are you feeling? I got a voicemail from the nurse or somebody to say that your surgery was finished. How did it go?
Oh, hey, sweetie. Yeah, I'm up. I woke up about 3 hours ago, actually. The doctor came and gave me a really long talk explaining everything like future surgeries and what my recovery might look like, but I'm free now.
I'm sorry I couldn't come to the hospital to look after you. I had so much work to do. It's not easy for me to get to the hospital just like that.
I know, it's fine.
So, what did the doctor say? The nurse who called me said she couldn't give me a lot of information over the phone. She said I should probably come and meet with the doctors, but I really don't think I'm going to have time for that. Everything is so crazy at the moment. Did the doctor say whether he thought you'd walk again? Maybe after some physiotherapy, you'll be back to normal, right?
Actually, it doesn't look like I'll ever get back to normal. Don't you remember him telling us when we were here for the consultation? He doesn't think my legs will ever fully heal. He said there's a high probability that I'll be in a wheelchair for the rest of my life.
Are you serious?
Yeah, there's a lot of nerve damage at the base of my spine. Those kinds of things don't tend to heal. You know, the passenger side where I was sitting was almost completely crushed. I was kind of prepared for this, though. I knew that's what he was going to say. But it's different when reality hits. It's going to take a while to come to terms with it. The doctor suggested seeing a psychiatrist, too.
So, what are you going to do from now on?
I guess it's going to be difficult for me to live how I was before the accident. We'll have to make some changes to our place so that I can get around in a wheelchair, won't we? And I'll need help with a shower and toilet and that kind of thing. I'll probably have to employ someone. I won't be able to drive, so I'll need someone to help with that too. Oh, there is so much to think about. My boss called, though. It sounds like he'll be able to make sure that I can come back to work somehow. Obviously not what I was doing before, though. The company will be able to make some allowances. I'll retrain and maybe I'll be able to work from home until I'm used to the chair and my new routine. But I think I'll have to kiss goodbye to my old career and start afresh with something new. I'm sure the doctor will explain more when he sees you, but I think there might be some stuff you have to deal with too. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to be a burden to anyone.
What? I can't. I don't think I'll be able to help with that stuff.
What do you mean?
I definitely can't look after a disabled person. You'll have to find someone else, Paul. Maybe we should get a divorce. I don't think I can handle this.
What? Wait, what do you mean get a divorce? Haley, you're completely overreacting. You can't be serious.
I really don't want to be involved in that stuff. I have my own life to live. There's no way you're going to get me to bathe you or wipe your backside or anything like that. That would be so embarrassing. And if you're never going to get better, I'd be stuck doing that for years and years. Can you imagine me clipping your toenails as an old man? Because I can't. No way. I'm sorry, Paul, but I really can't.
Wait a second, I never asked you to do any of that. I'm getting a professional care worker, obviously. Oh, this is insane. You don't even care enough about me to listen to what I was gonna say. You just assumed I'm asking you to give up your whole life to care for me?
It's not just that, though. You think you'll be able to keep working, but you don't really know that. What if your boss is just saying that stuff to be kind? What are you going to do if you get fired? It won't be easy for you to get a new job when you're in a wheelchair. You even don't know how much your care is going to cost, do you? What if it's so expensive that it's all you can afford? I didn't agree to be poor when we got married.
You literally said for richer, for poorer, but I guess you didn't really mean it.
That's just what everyone says at their wedding. It doesn't mean anything.
Obviously not for you. Oh, Haley, just calm down. You're totally overreacting. I can understand that this is a bit of a shock and a disappointment. It'll take a while to get used to it. But can't you just try and be a little bit more understanding? After all, you're fine. It's me that's gonna be stuck in a wheelchair. Sure, I think it'll change some stuff about our lives. You might have to do more around the house. We might have to move to be closer to my parents. But I really don't think I'm asking too much of you. After a little practice, I'll still be able to do a lot for myself. I don't know if I'm gonna get fired, but even if I did, I'd figure something out. And as for my recovery, let's both hear what the doctor has to say before we make any serious life choices based on this stuff.
You're not listening to me, Paul. I'm saying I don't want to do any of that stuff. It's annoying. I just want to live a normal life with someone who still has the use of all his limbs. I'm just not suited to dealing with someone else's problems, you know? And I can't live without money. I'm too sensitive. If you can't earn money and you need looking after, you're just going to end up being a burden to me. I can't live with a disabled person.
Excuse me? Don't you know what you sound like right now?
Imagine me going out with my girlfriends or meeting new people at church. How would I be able to talk about having such an embarrassment for a husband? And if you're in a wheelchair, there's probably no chance we can have kids, is there? That's not fair on me, Paul. You know I've always wanted a family.
I don't know how you can go to church at all with an attitude like that.
You're no better if you're trying to force this horrific existence on me. I'm only 32 years old. I can't waste my life with someone like you. If you don't understand how much this would affect me, you're either cruel or stupid. That's why I need to get a divorce. You need to have the strength to set me free.
Seriously, Haley? You can't ask for a divorce because I have a disability now, and then turn around and call me cruel for not agreeing. You're being totally unreasonable. We wouldn't even be in this situation if it wasn't for you. The accident was your fault. You fell asleep at the wheel, and our car plowed straight into a concrete wall. It is totally unfair of you to start calling me an embarrassment and a burden after that. How dare you?
It's a bit late for you to be bringing that up again. Before you went into surgery, you said you understand, and I must have been so tired. You totally forgave me. You can't take that back now, unless you want everyone to know how fickle you are. If you want to blame someone for this, maybe we should blame you. We wouldn't have had an accident if you weren't always going out drinking with your work buddies. The only reason we got into an accident was because I needed to come and collect you.
I told you I didn't need you to come and pick me up. I said it was late and I would take a taxi home. But you got weird and said it was a waste of money to get a taxi, so I had to wait for you. But the taxi fare is barely more than the cost of gas. And now we have the hospital bills as well.
Well, maybe. But if I didn't pick you up, you might have just decided to go home with one of those ugly women you work with.
What are you talking about? I would never do anything like that. You're being ridiculous.
There's no reason for you to blame me for this. And my car is ruined too, so you're not the only one who has lost something. I haven't done anything wrong.
You really think that's true?
Anyway, it doesn't change the fact that I've got no intention of looking after you for the rest of our lives. I'll go and get the divorce papers, so all you need to do is sign them and file them. I'll move my stuff out as soon as I can.
Just a second. You can't just ask for a divorce and expect it to be that easy. We need to sit down and talk about it properly.
Well, it's already decided. Your lawyer can sit down and talk to my lawyer about it if you want, but I'm not talking to you anymore. You can get your parents or someone to look after you when you get out of the hospital. Bye, Paul. Have a nice life. Actually, I don't care. Have a whatever life as long as I'm not in it. You haven't changed your number, right? Why did you ignore me this evening? I even waved and shouted at you.
Oh, was that you? I was afraid it was. It sounded like you, but you looked completely different, so I wasn't sure.
I recognized you immediately. It wasn't difficult, though. There was something short and skinny in the middle of a group of businessmen. I thought there's only one wheelchair user I know. It must be you. And it was. How are you getting on with it? I guess you must have gotten used to being disabled by now. Are you good at using the chair? I bet you play wheelchair basketball or something like that, don't you?
Not that it's any of your business, but I actually do enjoy the occasional game of wheelchair tennis. Yeah, I'm used to it. You've changed quite a lot, haven't you? Your clothes look different. Your face looks a little different too. Are you getting Botox or something? And I noticed your stomach. I guess you must have gotten remarried.
Actually, we're not married yet, but we've been living together for about 6 months. We're planning on getting married after the baby is born. I don't want to be pregnant in my wedding photos.
Oh, that's nice. I'm happy for you. That's what you always wanted, wasn't it? A family.
I'm so happy right now. I probably shouldn't say this, but I think I made the right choice divorcing you when you can't walk regularly. Don't you think? I expect you can't get a promotion and you just end up with all the odd jobs that no one else really wants. Are you making enough money to get by? It definitely looked like you were on the bottom of the pile surrounded by all those smart-looking businessmen. My boyfriend earns about $800,000 a year. He's so smart. I bet you can't beat that.
Why would you just assume that your boyfriend earns more than me? Anyway, are you just messaging me to make fun of me and act all superior because you have a rich boyfriend? That's not very nice. So, just like you, I suppose.
I'm not making fun of you. I just thought I might share our news and let you know I'm doing great. I hope you don't mind me being so happy. I don't want you to be too jealous. My future husband is so clever, you know. He works for Eastman Finance in the city. He earns so much I even gave up my job to become a makeup blogger.
He works for Eastman?
You know it, don't you? It's a huge investment company around here. Almost everybody I talk to knows what it is. If you're looking for work, actually, I could ask my boyfriend if there's anything going at his office. They might need someone to answer the phone or something. You could probably do that, couldn't you? I don't even know what people in wheelchairs are capable of. But if you call and ask for David Cook, he'll talk to you and let you know if they need anyone. It'll be better than not having a job anyway.
David Cook? That's your boyfriend?
Oh, do you already know him? I shouldn't be too surprised. He's really good at his job. I'm sure he's famous.
Yeah, I know him. Actually, he's on my team at work. Well, technically he works under Graham, who's on my team.
What? Are you sure it's not the other way around? You're David's boss?
Yeah, if it's the same David Cook who works at Eastman Finance, I'm sure there can't be two of them. He was hired about a few months ago for maternity cover on Graham's team until Jessica comes back. It's a fixed-term position, and usually we'd try and find someone a permanent position afterwards. But to be honest, I'm not sure if we're gonna keep David.
What's wrong with him?
Actually, I really shouldn't be saying anything to you. Can you forget I mentioned that? The contract isn't up for another 6 months anyway, and things might change. He might turn out to be super productive.
What are you talking about? How has Eastman Finance got anything to do with you?
I left my old company 6 months after we divorced because I wasn't getting much out of it anymore. My uncle on my mom's side got in touch because he heard I was thinking about quitting. He said he was looking for a new director of investments and asked if I wanted to interview, and I ended up getting the job. I'm so glad he reached out because it's not the kind of position I'd ever consider applying for. I couldn't believe my luck. My uncle's company is Eastman Finance. I'm on the board of directors now. I might even be able to apply for an executive position soon.
You've got to be kidding. You're on the board of directors?
That's right. Although I'm still learning a lot, I doubt I'll be able to get a promotion this year. Maybe in the next few years. Anyway, this guy you're seeing, David Cook. I don't think he's the greatest guy. I don't want to interfere with your life, but like I said, he began a few months ago and has consistently been late since his first day. And after I leave work at night, I often see him and a couple of other guys heading to a nearby bar. I honestly thought they were going to pick up girls because that bar has kind of a reputation. Hopefully he is not cheating on you, but I thought that I should probably let you know. And he's not that good at his job either. I'm not sure how he even got hired, even if it was just for maternity cover. I wouldn't be surprised if we have to let him go before the end of his trial period, but try not to mention it to him. I just want to let you know in case he loses his job and that leaves you in a difficult position with your baby.
I don't think we're talking about the same guy. My David told me that he'd been working at Eastman for over 10 years. It can't be this guy who only joined a few months ago. I've been seeing him for a year. I'd know if he changed his job.
Maybe at first he was lying about Eastman, and then when he saw the job come up, he applied for it and somehow got it?
But he said everyone at work really relies on him for everything and he has the best judgment when it comes to financial decisions. He said his boss is putting him into the management program and he'll get promoted soon. He has so many expensive watches. And such a nice car. He must be making lots of money. I don't think it's the same guy that you know. Perhaps there is more than one David Cook at that company and you just haven't met my guy.
I'd be surprised if he'd been working there for more than 10 years and I hadn't met him. I really think I've met everybody. If it's the guy I think you mean, he is definitely lying to you. There's no way he could be earning $800,000 a year. He's on the basic salary for new starters. Besides, there is no one at our company that makes that much money in a year. It's impossible. Even my uncle isn't making that much.
Are you sure? I thought it was a really successful company.
It is, but that's a ridiculous amount of money for one person to make in a year. Don't you know that? Look, as a guy, I can say that he probably just said those things to impress you so that you would go out with him. And have you even looked closely at any of the watches or clothes he wears? All of the brands are fake. If you look closely, it says Rolex and stuff like that. I didn't think that you were that gullible, Haley. He was showing off in the office, but almost everyone noticed straight away that they were fake. We make fun of him, but he doesn't seem to notice.
That can't be true. Are you saying he's been lying to me? I'm having his baby! I thought I knew him.
Oh, that reminds me, it's about your parents. If you're back in town, I think you should drop by and see them. It sounds like they're a bit hard up at the moment. They'd probably appreciate it if you pay them back all the money that you borrowed from them.
What are you talking about? Have you seen my parents recently? I don't know what money you mean. How are they suddenly so broke?
I'm talking about how the court found you guilty of driving dangerously and causing the accident that resulted in my injury and ordered you to pay damages. You borrowed the money off of them and then left town and they haven't been able to get in touch with you since. That's what they told me. If you're back in town now, I strongly suggest that you go around there and arrange to start paying them back. Where have you been this whole time? They said that you went traveling, so I didn't expect to see you in town. Do they know that you're back?
Why have you been talking to my parents? We got a divorce. You don't have the right to stay in touch with my family without me knowing.
I was worried about them. They're not working anymore, so I wanted to make sure they were getting by okay. They were so kind to me while we were married, and they went out of their way to apologize when they found out about the accident. I feel sorry for them. You've treated them really badly. How do you think they can afford to just spend all their savings to cover for your mistakes?
They're my parents. It's their responsibility to look after me. Besides, it might as well be my money anyway. I don't have any brothers or sisters. When they die, I'll get all their money, won't I? I might as well have it now.
But they're miserable. Your dad had to sell his collection of antique toys, and your mom is working a part-time job at the local convenience store. That's where I met her and I found out that you hadn't paid them back. She doesn't look well, Haley. I think she's getting too tired out with work. Parents do have a responsibility to their children when the child is still a child. But you're an adult now. You also have a responsibility to look after them.
I don't know why they can't just get by on my dad's pension. He was in the army. He should be getting enough to support himself.
Well, I don't know the particulars, but I'm sure your mom wouldn't be working a part-time job if she didn't have to. Why don't you go around and see them and find out what's going on and how you can help? Are you making any money from blogging yet? Or if David Cook is actually rich, maybe he can help you guys out.
It's not your place to start telling me what to do, Paul. You've always been so high and mighty. You don't really know David. I do. He's not a liar. How dare you try and interfere with my life like this? I bet you're even trying to turn my parents against me.
It was you that skipped town and left them to deal with this mess that you made. You decided you didn't want to help look after me, so you had to pay a settlement. That's why your parents are poor now. I didn't want any of this to happen, but you left me with no choice. I had to pay for my hospital bills. I didn't expect you to borrow money from your elderly parents and not pay them back. They're on the verge of losing their house, Haley. You have to do something about it.
Why should I? You're the one who accepted their money. Maybe you should help them out.
Your mom started crying when she saw me. Your dad is really mad at you. It's your fault. How can you ask me to pay? Your dad apologized to me because you caused so much irrevocable damage to my life. He said he was ashamed to have a daughter that could do something like this and then just leave without any apology. I really don't want them to go through any more difficulties, so hurry up and give them their money back.
I can't just give them the money. I don't have any.
What about David then? If he's not a liar and he's earning $800,000 a year, surely he can help. It might take a few years, but I'm sure if you both work hard, you'll be out of debt before you know it.
That's not going to work. You said there's no way he's earning that much.
Well, let's just imagine that he's earning a starter salary like I expect, and he sorts his attitude out. In that case, you guys can still make enough repayments to make sure your parents don't go bankrupt and lose their house.
What if I don't want to get married to a guy like that? If he's not earning that much, how will we afford everything?
You could go back to work when the baby is born. If you don't marry him, how are you going to manage the kid and your parents and yourself? You said you didn't want to be poor, but I really think it's unavoidable now. It's just a question of how poor you want to be.
What should I do? You're not married, are you, Paul?
Don't even go there. There's no way I would ever consider marrying you again. You completely betrayed my trust. You put me in a dangerous situation and caused an accident that put me in a wheelchair. And then you refused to take responsibility. Why should I help you out now?
I'll apologize for all of that. If you forgive me, I'll do anything you want.
I said there's no way, and I mean it. There's literally nothing you could do to convince me to remarry you and bring up David Cook's child.
It might not be his. There was another guy I was seeing around the same time. It might not be David's baby.
That doesn't make it any better, Haley.
But I promised to look after you. You won't need a professional carer anymore. I'll be saving you money.
I'd rather be spending it. It wouldn't be worth the trouble of having you back in my life, I'm sorry. The guy who looks after me now is an excellent carer and a really good friend. I'd rather have him around than you. And I don't need your apology now. You let me down and there's really nothing you can say to make that feeling go away. Honestly, I think it's your parents you should be apologizing to. You've let them down too, but they probably still love you and want to forgive you. We're divorced, I got the money I was entitled to from the accident, and I haven't seen you in 5 years. We're basically strangers now. We have nothing to do with each other. If you hadn't messaged me, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. You should be trying to sort this out by yourself.
How can you be so unfeeling to me, Paul?
You think I'm the unfeeling one? You called me an embarrassment. Anyway, I'm busy. I have work tomorrow and I need to get some things ready for an important meeting. Don't contact me anymore, Haley. I won't respond. I heard at the office that Haley confronted her boyfriend and demanded to know the truth. He came in complaining that she verbally attacked him. But he also seemed weirdly proud that he had fooled her for so long. He obviously didn't realize that I was her ex-husband, which means she probably didn't tell him. I wonder if she was worried I'd tell him the whole story. The next day, he didn't come into work, and one of the guys he used to hang out with told everyone that he ran away while Haley was sleeping. Apparently, she also found out that the house and the car that she thought were his were actually both rentals. So she screamed at him all night until she fell asleep, and he snuck out with her jewelry and a couple of designer handbags. Probably the ones I bought her when we were dating. I think she moved back in with her parents after that. They sold their house and moved into a small apartment to free up some money. After the baby was born, Haley went back to work. She used to be a pretty good saleswoman, but I'm not sure if that'll be enough to feed 4 people. Obviously, money is still pretty tight because I still see her mom working in the convenience store sometimes. She says Haley works night and day, but I don't know what that means. Whatever she's doing, I'm glad she's finally paying her parents back. And hopefully she's learned to value other people a little bit more, especially people who don't lie to her and steal her stuff. David Cook never came back to work again, and he got fired automatically after a week of unexplained absence. These days, I'm not even convinced David Cook is his real name. I think Haley and her parents are looking after the baby together for now, but Haley's mom is talking about putting it up for adoption. I'd feel sorry for it, but I wouldn't blame them. I imagine having a newborn baby in a tiny apartment must be really hard. I wonder if Haley had just ignored me when she saw me in the street. Maybe she wouldn't be having such a hard time now. But she saw me and she just had to try and rub my nose in it. Then when she found out the truth about her boyfriend, she just had to confront him. She can never just let something go, and I guess that's why she always ends up in trouble. If she just let me take a taxi home that night, who knows where we would be now? But from now on, I want her to work hard and try to live a quiet and respectful life. As for me, I'm just enjoying my new job. I still have so much to learn here, and I think I have a pretty bright future ahead, despite my difficulties. I hope I'll be able to repay some of the people who've helped me out when I needed them by never giving up on my goals.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. See you next time. Could you ask your sister to give me back the money she took? I know she got into my wallet again. Want to stop blaming Stacy for everything? Maybe you should be more careful with your own money. You've been like this ever since we got married. You can never keep track of anything. I can be forgetful at times, but that isn't the case this time. Who else would have taken it? I wouldn't be surprised if she already spent it, though. Well, that sucks. Is there any purpose in pursuing this if the money is already gone? You let Stacy get away with anything. You need to hold her accountable from time to time or she will never learn. Nah, you're just too hard on her. You guys are family now. Give her a break from time to time. Besides, it was like $100. Does it really matter? This happens all the time. And if it was $100, I wouldn't have even mentioned it to you. I just went to the bank and took out $1,000. That's all. Just let her have it. Stop being such a cheapskate. What do you mean that's all? That's a lot of money. It was meant for your parents regardless. We need to pay for your parents' care. Are you really okay if they don't get services this week? Why are you leaving that sort of thing in your wallet? You should have put it in a marked envelope or something. Now it's my fault? I didn't have time to put it somewhere else. But they need the money. We don't really have money to spare right now. The nurse wants us to start equipping their house with more support equipment in their bathrooms, stairways, etc. Then maybe don't leave it in your wallet. You're just asking for it to be stolen. That's so stupid. A wallet is where normal people put their money. Would you just talk to her already? Why me? This is a problem you started. This is the Stacy problem, and she doesn't listen to anything I say. Too bad. It sounds like you used my dad's card to get money out anyways, so it wasn't yours to begin with. I don't see an issue with his own daughter taking it for some extra spending money. The money was taken out with a specific purpose in mind. That's just the cost of being a parent. Is it? She's way too old to be doing this sort of crap. Maybe she really needed it. You have no idea why she took it. Look at her Instagram. She just uploaded several stories of her blowing the money at a club with her friends. Sometimes you gotta blow off some steam. This really isn't funny. Your parents were nice enough to let us stay with them. At the very least, we should be helping them out where we can. Stacy works hard every day at her job, so you can help them out. You have nothing better to do all day. She works part-time, max 8 hours a week. I'm not sure I'd call that working hard. Work is work. No one enjoys it, no matter how long it is. Why not just explain what happened to my parents? I'm sure they won't care. Why would they not care? They just lost $1,000. What's your solution then? Are you going to get a job and cover the loss? Why is this my problem to fix? Stacy should be the one to cover it. How is it her fault? You left money unattended for anyone to take. You can't blame her for being opportunistic. You really think she did nothing wrong? You think it's perfectly normal to grab a stack of cash from someone else's wallet without asking? None of this would have happened had you done a better job of keeping track of the money in the first place. The person at fault is the one who took the money. I don't care. I really don't. Fix this on your own. Don't expect even a penny from me. You're ridiculous. Your own parents are the ones being affected by this. And yet you were going to take your sister's side? Knowing that she took the money just to blow it clubbing. I'm sure you've obtained quite the well-rounded worldview staying at home all day. Please tell me more about how the world works. Is that all you can say? If a person doesn't have a job, they have no value in your eyes? What happened to you? You used to treat me so much better. You done playing victim? Because it's getting old. I'm trying to get some work done over here. You're making it difficult. Honestly, I've been having a hard time lately. I feel like every day has been a struggle. My body just hasn't been the same. You're not done. On top of everything else, you're going to create a fake illness. I'm serious. I've been getting frequent migraines and the fatigue and dizziness afterwards has been unbearable. I really think I should go to the hospital. Would you please take me when you get off? I just need to get checked up and rest a bit. For the time being, would you mind helping me out with your parents? Me? I'm tired after a long day of work. I don't have the energy to be lugging you around town or caring for those two. You have training as a nurse. Just figure it out on your own. You'll be fine. How can I do that? I don't know what's wrong with me in the first place. So you want to throw away my hard-earned money going to the hospital? Man, it must be nice to be you. You get to stay home all day spending someone else's money. I have my own saved up from before. I don't spend your money. Why would I? Anytime I need anything, you make me feel like such a burden. Besides, I'd switch places with you in a heartbeat. Spending all day caring for your parents and managing the house is exhausting. You wouldn't last a day in my shoes. Tidying up a house and preparing a couple meals can't take more than a few hours. You've got some nerve thinking you can do what I do. If a few hours of work wears you out that badly, can you imagine how hard it is for me? Ever since I quit my job to help your parents, I've had no time to do anything else. I haven't seen my friends in God knows how long, let alone have the chance to get out and go to the gym. I've seriously been trying my best. You poor baby. Not being able to see your friends or go to the gym. Maybe if you brought something to the table, you'd have more time to do things you wanted. Why the hell should my hard-earned money go towards you having fun? I'd be much happier having a job. However, your parents need someone to watch after them. You're the one that asked me to quit in the first place. I'm doing this for you. Your whining is getting real old real quick. Whether I asked you or not, you are what you are. The reality of the situation is that you are no more than a common housewife. You should just keep your mouth shut and listen to your betters. Now stop messaging me. You've set me back enough already. My name's Sharon. I'm 34 years old. Not that long ago, I was employed as a nurse at a local hospital. That all changed when my father-in-law took a tumble down the stairs. He did some serious damage to himself and can't walk anymore unassisted. His wife wasn't fit to take care of him either. She had all sorts of issues with her hips that prevented her from supporting him. So, unfortunately, someone was going to need to watch after them. Rather than send them to an assisted living facility, we decided it would be best for us to move in and I would use my nursing experience to take care of him. George used to be a loving and supportive husband back when we both worked. Not anymore. Ever since we moved in with his folks, he's become a completely different person. It's been 3 years now. This entire time, George has done nothing to help out with his parents. Rather, him and his sister treat me like their personal maid. They boss me around and throw insults in my face. George will bend over backwards to defend Stacy, even though she barely works and just leeches off her own parents' kindness. It goes without saying, Stacy doesn't help out around the house either. It doesn't help that she steals from her parents all the time. And now she's starting to steal from me, too. I can't count the number of times I've thought about getting a divorce and moving away from this toxic family. It's just, his parents are honestly really good people. I know if we separate, they will be abandoned by the 2 kids. It feels like a dumb reason to stay together, but for whatever reason, I feel strongly about it. I just can't leave them to die. It didn't take long for my husband and his sister to get themselves in real trouble. Trouble that wouldn't be easily forgiven. Nothing beats a good massage. All the stress I've been building up is just melting away. Huh? You're getting a massage right now? Stacy and I are having ourselves a little spa getaway for the weekend. Where did you get the money for that? You said we were on a tight budget. About that. I should thank you. This trip was paid for courtesy of you and my folks. You guys stole from your parents again? And my missing bag and jewelry? You took them and sold them? You aren't as stupid as I thought. What the hell are you guys thinking? We thought a thief broke in. We filed a police report and everything. Close call. I'm glad I texted you. You can clear everything up with the police for us. Quit this childish behavior. Give me my stuff back and your parents their money back now. Can't do that. I already spent it all. Bummer. Why are you acting this way? You know that money was for your dad's care. Does that not bother you? My parents are well off. A few grand missing here and there isn't going to break the bank. You're missing the point. You're in your 30s. You're way too old to be doing this sort of thing. Aren't you embarrassed to be stealing mommy and daddy's money? Not at all. And you call yourself a man. What about my stuff? We aren't loaded. Losing that stuff is significant. We'll be okay. I sold it. Why are you selling my stuff without asking? Who does that? I barely see you use them anymore. I figured if you aren't using it, you wouldn't mind if it was gone. They're my things! Whether I want to keep it is up to me! What do you want me to say? I sold them already. It's time for you to move on. That's not how any of this works. I will not just move on. Jesus, you are so annoying. Screw you! You created this situation. Man up and deal with it. I had all sorts of irreplaceable things inside of that bag. I had gifts from my friends and family. Inside was the last thing my grandma gave me before she passed away. I didn't realize any of that was in there. I just figured I'd be able to get a good price for it since it was a brand name. I guess these bags don't retain their value very well. I barely got anything for it. Are you sure it wasn't a knockoff? It wasn't a knockoff. Are you just going to completely ignore my stuff being lost? You'll be fine without it. Why are you acting like this? Go contact the person you sold them to and get them back right now. I'm out of town on vacation. I'm not ending my trip early to get some cheap mementos that have no monetary value. Figure something out. Call them now and tell them you want to buy it back. When did you even sell them? Right before we left for the trip. As we were leaving, Stacy mentioned how we don't have much spending money. I told her I had a good idea on how to remedy that problem. You're such a scumbag. Relax, would you? It's just a bag. Besides, you use my money every day without permission to buy meals, etc. Think of this as your way of paying me back. The two things aren't remotely similar. You sold things that have emotional value that can never be replaced. So, you shouldn't have had the bag in the first place. Why does a housewife need a fancy purse? You don't. You've gone too far. The only reason I'm a housewife is because you begged me to be one. Did you forget? I'd much rather work than be cramped up in this house all day. I doubt it. It's easy for you to say, but as soon as you got a job again, you'd be miserable and beg to go back to your life as a housewife. Believe me, that isn't the case. Anyhow, if you have the free time to be going on vacation, why don't you help me around the house with your parents? I work. Work makes me tired. Fatigue goes away on vacation. Was that simple enough for you to understand? Why should I help anyways? Do your job. I do help them all the time, but I'm the only one. You and your sister do absolutely nothing to help your own parents. I'm tired of it. Here you go again. I was wondering how long it would take for you to pull out your victim card. Is everything a joke to you? Your constant hysteria is really getting old. I wouldn't describe this as being hysterical. What else would it be? I've been reading your text to Stacy and she's dying on the floor laughing. She agrees too. Oh, if Stacy said so, it must be true. There you go again, mentioning your sister. What do you mean by that? That's just how you are. You view your sister as your greatest ally and me as your enemy. Of course I do. You're a terrible human being. Why is that? What have I done other than help you? You try bossing my sister around into helping around the house. She doesn't want to help with my parents or the housework. I've asked her to help in the past, yeah. That makes me a terrible human being? Yeah, it does. A housewife should know her place. Stacy has a real job with real responsibilities. Quit being so naive. Her job again? I guess I shouldn't expect anything other than your idiotic catchphrase. Huh? You're talking back to me? Keep it up and see what happens. I'll divorce you in an instant. You better be on your best behavior. You really pissed me off this time. Oh, I'll keep that in mind. I don't want to hear from you anymore while I'm on vacation. The point of this trip was to get a break from work and you. Don't reach out again. Hey, where the hell are you? The house is completely empty. Where do you think? If I knew, I wouldn't be asking. Get back to the house now. I'll pass. I filed for a divorce already, by the way. You're on your own now, bud. Huh? You did what? More importantly, where are my parents? What have you done with them? Your parents are resting easy at an assisted living facility. You don't have to worry about them. What? You never mentioned anything like that to me. Yeah, I didn't tell you. Why do you think you can make these decisions on your own without consulting me? Are you just trying to get out of your job? I didn't make this decision. Your parents wanted this to happen. Honestly, they hadn't mentioned anything to me until recently either. Quit lying. I know what really happened. You got tired of taking care of them all on your own, so you forced them to move into an assisted living home. Nah, you're wrong. I would never do that. You might, but not me. I wouldn't put it past you, especially after your incessant complaining about having to care for them. You have plenty of motivation to do it. Quit trying to paint me as some sort of criminal. Who else could have done it? Where are they now? Tell me. Not a chance. They made me swear to never tell you where they moved to. Quit lying! Where are they? How did you even get them out of the house in the first place? My dad can hardly walk as is. And it's not like you have any money to spend on a moving company. God, you're so annoying. Shut up! Your dad wanted this. I had nothing to do with it. That's all there is to it. Why would he want this? Maybe he got tired of his own children stealing from him? Or perhaps their unwillingness to assist them in any way? Why do you think? Why would he care about that sort of thing? Regardless, he's had you to care for him. He doesn't need us. Did you force his hand? I didn't do anything of the sort. I did nothing more than he asked me to. If anyone forced his hand, it was you two. I still don't see why he was upset. He had his own personal nurse. He was tired of you guys treating me like your personal maid. He apologized on your behalf countless times. As for your sister, the only time she'd interact with your dad was when she wanted money. If he refused, she'd just steal from him anyways. Stacy's job doesn't pay enough. She can't get by on what she makes. Naturally, she's going to need some extra help. Your sister is 29 years old! She's old enough to find a job that can properly support her. I can't imagine how frustrating it must be for your parents to put up with children like you two. They would never say anything like that. For now, just get back here right away. I'm not doing that. You crossed a line. I can't forgive you for selling my things and causing me to lose my mementos from my grandma. How are you still mad about that? You should have taken better care of it if it was that important to you. A safe deposit box would have been a better place for it. There might be some truth there. In that house, if something isn't locked away in a bank, there's a good chance it'll get stolen and sold off. Especially when there's 2 thieves on the prowl. Thieves? Are you trash-talking me and Stacy? Who else? How dare you? Calling your husband and your sister-in-law thieves? We're family. What's yours is mine. What's wrong with that? Regardless of whether or not we are family, taking someone's things and selling them is a crime. Would you give it a rest already? No one is going to take you seriously. You're a housewife. Stop acting all high and mighty. I wonder how many times I've had to hear that same line. At least several times a day, every day for the last few years. And I'll keep saying it until it registers with you. All you have to do is keep your mouth shut and obey what I say. You had one job and you can't even do that right. Your incompetence led my parents to leaving the house. What about you? You've never once tried to help your own parents in their greatest time of need. Why should I? Stop trying to force your job on me. They are your parents! I feel so sorry for them, having such pathetic children. They apologized to me with tears in their eyes the other day. They were so embarrassed. With them out of the house, I can finally move forward with their plan. Their plan? What are you talking about? Your parents had kept everything a secret from me, including searching for an assisted living property. Once they decided on a place to live, they started the process of getting their stuff moved out. They knew the only reason I was sticking around was for their benefit. They gave me an out. No way. You serious? You going on vacation was never part of their plan. I must say, the timing was impeccable. Thanks to that, we were able to take our time getting things out of the house. Hold up. We should talk about this in person. About what? The details of the divorce? You are being serious? You're actually going through with that? Of course I am. Who would want to be married to you? I even got your father's blessing. He told me that he would support me in whatever decision I made. I can't believe this. We should discuss this. What's your plan if we get divorced? You don't have an income. How are you going to support yourself? You don't have to worry about that. There's always a demand for nurses. I checked the other day and there were several job postings with desperate need. The jobs pay better than what you bring home anyways. I'll be fine. You're really fine going through with this? You won't miss me? Not having you around is going to make my life so much better. Why? You really feel that way? Of course. I'll be sure to get my share of our things, too. And I'll be sure to get compensated for my things you sold. It shouldn't be difficult to convince a judge that I had emotional trauma from losing my mementos. I expect to pay damages for that as well. Screw you! I'm not giving you another penny of my money. You don't get to decide that. I've already contacted an attorney about this. Legally, what you did was considered theft. You stupid. You can't steal from your wife or your parents. You lose this one. Just because it's not a crime doesn't mean you can't be held responsible for it. If I brought this up in a civil suit, you'd have to pay me in full plus trauma. I have every intention of doing just that. Expect this to go to trial. What do you want from me? An apology? I'm sorry. Can we move on now? Not good enough. I'll be going after Stacy as well. Be sure to pass along the message to her. I'll be seeking compensation for all the time she stole cash out of my wallet. In total, she took about $10,000 from me. Why should she have to pay you that kind of money? I've been taking notes. Every time she takes something, I write it down. I rounded down too. She should be thankful for that. You know she doesn't have that kind of money. Don't you feel bad for her? Are you trying to make her go bankrupt? I don't feel a shred of sympathy for her. I left my lawyer's business card on the living room table. She'll be in touch with you sometime next week. Feel free to find your own attorney in the meantime. Good luck. I just got an idea. I'll just sell the house. Then Stacy and I should have no problems paying you back. We should have plenty of money after, too. Now you're going to try selling the house? That's clearly what my dad wanted when he left. He wanted us to have the house. Therefore, there should be no issues with us doing as we please with it. You're so clueless. Let's see. How should I explain this to you? You realize your parents don't own that house, right? They are renting it. They rent? Aren't they loaded? They rent. How did you not know that? I mean, they've been in this house for almost 35 years. They've been renting it that entire time. Is there a problem with that? I just figured that they owned it. I mean, why rent the same house for 30 years? Your stupidity really knows no bounds. Oh, there's something I forgot to tell you. What now? The lease on that house is coming to an end next month. Be sure to get your things out by then. No way. Where are Stacy and I supposed to live? We don't have enough time to find somewhere. That sounds like a you problem. Why are you treating me this way? Do you not care what happens to us? You've treated me like garbage for 3 years. And now you want sympathy from me? Perhaps treat people better? You made your point. I'm really sorry, okay? Just come back to the house and let's figure this out together. You couldn't pay me to go back to that house. I screwed up. I'll do right by you from now on. It's way too late for that. Fine. At least tell me where my parents are living. That's not happening either. Don't be like this. Didn't our time together mean anything to you? I'm begging you. Please help me. You've put me through hell these last 3 years. It's your turn to experience hell. Give it your best. We ended up going to court. The judge awarded me damages from both George and Stacy for the things they stole, plus the emotional trauma it caused. Neither of them had any savings. They ended up having to take out loans to cover the cost of the damages. Banks aren't overly forgiving when you skip out on paying them back, though. The interest kept growing day by day. It got bad enough to where representatives started showing up at their workplaces making a scene. They wanted to be paid, and they were going to make sure it happened. Their bosses got fed up with the interruptions and fired them for it. I don't feel sorry for them at all. On top of all that, their own relationships started to deteriorate. Losing their support system and their jobs made life a lot more challenging for them. They fought about anything and everything. As for me, I found a new place to live. I decided to use some of the money I received from them to take myself on a much-needed vacation. It really did the trick. Just getting away and clearing my mind made me feel so refreshed. After I got home, I started the job search once more. I ended up finding a job relatively quickly. It was stressful, but nothing like the stress I endured living with George. Being able to work for myself and make my own money brought me great joy again. I decided to visit George's parents about a few weeks after everything had settled. They seemed to be quite happy with their new arrangement. His dad seems to be doing better than ever. Being able to receive the 24/7 care he needed in a non-toxic environment really did wonders for him. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content. See you next time!